I don't know exactly what happened. No.
There's nothing you could have done.
One tragic moment in their lives
Are you sure that there wasn't a lot of pain?
will become their most profound.
Things don't just happen.
What do we do now?
Try not to disturb the body.
A special all-new Buffy.
Hello, and welcome to this week's edition of Slade, the Buffyverse Revisited. I'm one of your hosts. I'm Jeremy.
I'm your other host, James.
And this week, we will be nose-picking into Season 5, Episode 16, The Body.
Yes. Yes, we will.
And
that is what we will be doing.
It will be somber. And we will not make any jokes during this episode whatsoever.
I don't know if that's true.
Well, I won't, because I'm respectful of the dead.
Are you, though?
No.
I didn't think so.
No.
I didn't think so.
So, James, it's been, ages. How the hell are you?
I'm all right. How about you? How you doing?
Terribly.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. Would you care to elaborate on that or anything?
It's none of your business.
Oh, okay. Well,
it's mainly
fine.
been caused by you and your hurtful comments.
What hurtful comments? I don't even know what you're talking about.
Well, before we started recording, you had said that you were texting your BFF. And I said, well, you didn't text me. And you said, well, I said my BFF. So, hurtful.
I'm sorry you had to find out this way.
Yeah, it's, as long as we have known one another, I would expect more from you. And I would think that your heart would be more open to my love.
Listen, I'm not like rejecting your love. I'm just saying maybe your love needs to be limited a little bit.
Okay. So now you're telling me to limit my love.
Just towards me.
Okay. All right. I'll remember that. Why don't you just go ahead and give us some dates and deets?
Oh, don't be that way. Don't be that way.
I'm fine. Everything's fine.
Yes, as previously stated, we will be nose-picking our way into the 16th episode of Season 5 of Buffy the Vampire Slayer, the 94th episode of the series overall, The Body. Written and directed by Joss Whedon, he who shall not be named. Our original broadcast date was February 27th, 2001 on the now-defunct WB network. Our cast, as always, includes Sarah Michelle Gellar as Buffy, Nicholas Brendan, Jesus fucking Christ.
Yes, my son?
Yeah, no, I don't think so.
No.
Nicholas Brendan as Xander, Allison Hannigan as Willow, Emma Caulfield as Anya, Michelle Trachtenberg as Dawn, James Marsters as Spike, and Anthony Stewart Head as Giles. Our guest stars this week include Randy Thompson as Dr. Kriegel, Amber Benson as Tara, Christine Sutherland as Joyce, J. Evan Bonifant as Kevin, Kelly Garner as Christy, Rayvon Larrymore Kelly as Lisa.
I think it's more like Christine Sutherland as Corpse.
Wow. What happened to being respectful of the dead? Our Nielsen rating this week, 3.5, ranking it 82 out of the 134 primetime shows airing across network television, and bumping it to number 2 out of the 17 primetime shows airing on the WB that
How
week.
the fuck did this not get number 1?
I don't know.
What the fuck beat it? Dawson's butt crack?
I don't
I'm
know.
so
You know,
glad
I
he has-
wonder.
I'm so glad he has cancer in real life. You clearly
Hold
didn't
on.
hear what I said.
No, you said you're happy he has butt cancer, but I'm seeing if I can see what. So, see, I did a Google search, and it says that Buffy was the most watched program on the WB that night.
Well, then whatever you were reading from is bullshit.
The official Nielsen ratings website.
Well, Nielsen can go fuck themselves with a fucking cactus, okay?
Wow. My synopsis this week reads, Buffy is thunderstruck. I almost started.
Thunderstruck! Yeah! And you! It's... No,
I thought we were being respectful.
we were done with that.
Buffy is thunderstruck when she finds the body of her dead mother, and Dawn and the others are crushed and bewildered by the unexpected loss of a loved one.
See, I think that sentence should just be body of her mother. I think body
Right.
of her dead mother is
Redundant.
as fuck, yeah.
Yeah, I agree.
Mine reads, Buffy, Dawn, and their friends deal with the aftermath of Joyce's... Oh, sorry. Okay, deal with the aftermath of Joyce's death. Sorry.
Okay, I like yours. Yours is good this week.
Yeah.
So our cold open is the end tag from last episode where Buffy comes home and she sees that Brian has sent Mama Summer some flowers, and she calls out for her mom in the direction upstairs to see if Dawn needs to be picked up from school, and she doesn't get an answer, so she turns around and sees Joyce laying on the couch and heads over into the living room.
She's just got her legs in the air and she's just fucking knuckles deep, just pounding herself.
Jesus fucking Christ.
No?
Yeah, Buffy.
No?
So she sees Joyce laying on the couch, so she heads into the living room asking her what she's doing, and
she's like, have you hydrated? Because damn, Mom. And she's like, well, she's just staring her in the eye. She's like, look at me.
And she notices that that Joyce is just laying that Joyce is just laying there with her eyes open, staring blankly at the ceiling, and Buffy quietly asks, Mommy? And that's our cold open.
And then she goes, Daddy. And it's all fine. Listen, I deal with uncomfortable situations with extremely inappropriate humor, so you should know that by now. Anyway, yeah, then we cut to Christmas of 2000, so the year before, and
this actually takes place. This flashback takes place between Into the Woods and Checkpoint.
Well, not according to my notes.
I'm telling you what my research.
I'm telling you, your notes are fucking fucked. So how about that?
I'm telling you, that's what my research tells me, that this Christmas scene takes place between Into the Woods and Checkpoint.
Well, your research is fucked. How about that?
I'm just letting you know.
And so we're sitting around the Christmas table, and everyone's there, including Mom, who is still finger banging herself. It's fucking inappropriate. Jesus. So they're all full, and Xander makes a puking comment, and normal Scooby banter. Oh, and apparently at some point, excuse me. At some point, listen, I'm being respectful, okay? Dawn got a hold of some nog with rum in it, and no one seems the least bit concerned. They're just like, oh, okay. Get smashed, brah. It's Christmas. And then they get into a Santa discussion, and Anya informs them that Santa's actually quite real and has been since around the 1500s. And she's like, flying around on reindeer and coming down chimneys and everything. She's like, that's all real. They're like, really? And she's like, yeah, except the presents part. He really just disembowels children. And they're all like, sweet, okay. Thanks for telling us that, you fucking freak. Then Joyce and Buffy and a couple others kind of make their way into the kitchen, and Joyce is like, oh, I hate this oven. Ugh. Because it has burnt some of the pumpkin pie. And Buffy's like, oh my God, bitch, calm the fuck down. You're going to ruin Christmas for everyone. And she's like, I wish you were dead. I wish you were dead. And she's like, see, Mom, look, we can just cut the burnt part off. And when she goes to slice into it, the pie falls. And we cut immediately back to the present, where Buffy goes running over to her motionless mother and is shaking her and screaming and like, wake up, you fucking bitch. I don't even know how to pay the mortgage. And then she runs to her cordless phone. That's right, everybody. Cordless phone. It's a landline cordless phone. It's pretty dope. She calls 911 and starts going through all that. And they're wanting her to do CPR, which she starts to do, and ends up like, I don't know. I don't even want to imagine. I guess breaks her sternum or something. And
one of her ribs.
Well, the lady says you could have cracked a rib, but it could have been anything. She could have, collapsed the lung and killed her even more, double killed her. So then, Buffy's just pretty well mind fucked at this point, and she's telling the lady that she's not breathing even with CPR, and that she's cold, and she's like, the paramedics will be there. They're really close, and so Buffy's like hangs up and calls Giles, and she's like, Giles, you need to come. She's at the house, and just hangs up. The paramedics then soon arrive, James, and they begin trying to resuscitate Joyce, to no avail. Fortunately, Joyce has passed away, and there's nothing that can be done. And that's the end of the episode. And sad. You're going to give me nothing here to work with.
No, I'm not.
Okay. Yeah, no, she's quite dead. The paramedics can't do anything for her. And then something really fucked up happens, and they get a call to tell them to go to, whatever the next thing, and they're just like, okay, and they just pack up their shit, and the one guy.
You completely skipped over like Buffy imagining that they were able to resuscitate Joyce.
Oh, well, who cares? It's like a 10-second thing. You act like
okay.
Okay, you take over. You take over.
No, go ahead.
No. I'm out. You take over.
No, go ahead.
No, I'm out. You take over.
So the paramedics arrive, and one's trying to resuscitate Joyce, and another's asking a bunch of questions of Buffy about what happened. And at that point, Joyce suddenly gasps for air and is resuscitated. And the ambulance drivers take her to the hospital and say it's a wonderful miracle. And then we cut to later on in the hospital, and Joyce is thanking Buffy for finding her in time. And then we zoom back out to Buffy's just shocked face as it was all in her imagination, and the paramedics are still trying to resuscitate Joyce, but are getting no response. And one of them says that she's cold, and they officially pronounce her dead. And one of the paramedics tells Buffy that Joyce probably died from a complication relating to her recent surgery for the brain tumor, and that they'll call the coroner to come and collect the body, which it is weird because there's no way that they would just leave her there with the body until the coroner shows up. And then, as you pointed out, something even weirder happens, and they get a call to another situation, and they basically just fuck off and leave Buffy there with the body. Which, again, I'm 95% certain would not happen in real life. Would you think?
No.
Yeah. So then she goes into the hallway, and she's like literally 5 steps away from the kitchen, and she chooses to go into the hallway instead and throw up on the floor instead of going into the kitchen and like going to the sink and throwing up
Where there's a rug.
Right. So she proceeds to start cleaning it up, at which point Giles...
Does she though? Because she just kind of puts a paper towel on it.
That's true. She does. It's kind of like...
I'll just get rid of that rug because it's fucked.
At that point, Giles comes rushing in, thinking that Glory is there and has attacked. He sees Joyce right away and goes to check on her. And Buffy freaks the fuck out on him. And it's like starts yelling at him that they're not supposed to move the body. And she goes into shock all over again, kind of realizing what she just said, like referring to her mother as a body. And Giles goes over to comfort her. He's hugging her. And at which point the coroner arrives, and we get a shot of them zipping Joyce up in the body bag. And then we cut to, I'm presuming this must be like an elementary school in Sunnydale?
Middle school.
Middle school?
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, because Dawn's 14, so.
And they said it, Willow said it a couple of episodes ago that she goes, well, the Sunnydale Middle School must be da-da-da-da, something about Dawn, so.
Oh, did she?
Yep.
And Dawn's crying in the bathroom. And
Imagine she does a lot.
and apparently some kid named Kevin Berman called her a freak, and because this other girl, Christy, was spreading rumors that Dawn was cutting herself, which isn't entirely untrue.
It's entirely true.
Dawn's friend Lisa is trying to comfort her, and they leave the bathroom and they're heading to art class, and Dawn and Christy.
Is Lisa the first black person we've ever seen on fucking Buffy, other than Kendra?
Kendra, the Vampire Slayer.
Yeah. Oh, and Mr. What was his name? Mr. The vampire, Mr. like Fix It or something like that.
Mr. Trick.
Yeah, that's like it.
No, there was the guidance counselor. There was a guy that Buffy saw.
Okay, I don't remember that.
Yeah, very briefly.
Okay.
He was played by
Samuel L. Jackson.
He was played by Samuel L. Jackson. Yeah. Dawn and Christy pass each other in the hallway, and they like give each other, fake happy hellos, and
they kiss and
they start tonguing each other, and it's just weird.
Whoa.
So they get to class, and Dawn sits next to this Kevin guy, and they start to talk, and the teacher tells them to draw the negative space around this statue that she has set up in the room. And it seems like Kevin's kind of like has himself a little bit of a shine for Dawn, and they start talking about how much they both dislike Christy, and we get a glimpse outside the classroom, and Buffy shows up, and she talks to the teacher and comes into the classroom, and of course Dawn wants to know what's going on, and Buffy insists that they have to leave. And then outside the classroom, Dawn is still demanding to know what's going on, and she says Mom was supposed to pick her up, and Buffy tries to take her somewhere more private, but Dawn gets all teenage angsty and refuses to go, and wants to know where Joyce is, and Buffy has to tell her right there that their mom's dead. And we cut back to inside the classroom, and of course the other students aren't able to hear what's saying, but they watch as Dawn breaks down and collapses on the floor in tears.
And Buffy starts curb stomping her. I don't understand.
just kicking her right in the side of the face.
It doesn't help the situation, but she's just stomping a butthole in her ass.
It does not help at all. And then we cut to UC Sunnydale. Willow and Tara are in their dorm waiting for Xander and Anya to arrive. And Willow's freaking out about the fact that she can't find this blue shirt that Joyce one time said that she liked, and she thinks all of her other clothes are too childlike to wear, and
which they are.
They are, and she basically shits on herself for not having adult clothes or being more of an adult, and Tara tries to
criticism.
It is fair, yeah. And Tara tries to calm her down and console her, and reminds her that they need to be there for Buffy and Dawn right now, and that causes Willow to start crying again. And Tara eventually calms Willow down and gets her to stop crying, and
like, fucking stop crying, you little bitch! Fucking man
slaps
up.
her a couple times.
Fucking, there's a whole line of people waiting, like from Airplane.
Tara's like, "You're the butch in this relationship. Man up right now."
Yep. Leslie Nielsen comes up and gives her a few, and
but no, Tara
with a bat.
Tara manages to eventually calm Willow down and get her to stop crying by telling her they're going to be strong like Amazons. And Xander and Anya show up. And what are they doing, Jeremy?
Well, they open the door and fucking Anya's giving Xander a fucking blowjob right in the hallway.
Right there in the fucking hallway. She's just the old Guck Guck 3000.
And Xander's crying because he has so many mixed emotions going on at that moment.
But also, as we all know, Xander cries every time he ejaculates.
Right. He cuddles with himself. So yeah, they get there, and their whole car ride there was utter silence, like no outside sound at all. It was creepy. So they kind of start discussing what's been going on, and they're like, "Do we really have to do this? Did any of us even really know the bitch that well?" And Willow's like, "I mean, she's only been in like 20 to 25 episodes," and Ender's like, "Yeah, I mean, ugh, I had shit I wanted to do today." And Willow's like, "I know, but Buffy's always got to fucking ruin everything for everyone. So let's just go."
It's always about Buffy. Oh, Buffy has to save the world. Buffy had to kill her boyfriend. Buffy's sister is an interdimensional key, and we have to protect her. Buffy, Buffy, Buffy.
Buffy's mom dropped dead in the house. Ugh. So fucking just exhausting with this bitch. No, they're all tore up, of course, and you know, it's just an awkward scene. I'm not good at this shit, okay? I'm not good at these scenes and this shit, and you need to just do this episode, because this is not for me. It's not my thing. I don't even know how to describe feelings.
So yeah, they like you said, they get there, and the car ride was apparently pretty much in complete silence
Everywhere. The whole time they were driving, he had a little one on top of his head. He's like, woo, woo, woo.
And he double parks, and Anya points it out, and he says, "Let them give me a ticket." And they end up in Tara and Willow's dorm room, and they're all discussing their shock over Joyce's death, and Anya starts to ask a bunch of seemingly obtuse and just silly, stupid questions about what's going to happen, and no one answers her, and Xander thinks Glory is responsible, and then he says it's the doctors who operated on her, and eventually he just gets angry that it's something that just happened, and Willow jokingly suggests that they fight, and that calms him down a little bit, and Tara says she's going to go look for Willow's blue shirt in the laundry room, and she takes off, and then Anya keeps asking questions, and she finally asks if they're going to cut open the body, and this finally sets Willow the fuck off, and she tells Anya that it's not okay to ask these kind of questions, and Anya breaks down, and she's like, "But I don't understand." And she's like, Joyce was here and now she's not, and I was having a glass of fruit punch, and I thought Joyce is never going to be able to have fruit punch again, or eat a sandwich, or this or that and the other thing, and I don't understand why, and no one will explain it to me, and she doesn't understand, and she starts crying,
which I don't get, because she was a human for, let's say she looks to be in her 20s, and then becomes a demon, and is a demon for like 1,000 years. And it's like, what don't you understand, bitch? I think you know pretty well how life and death fucking work, Like, what is it you don't get? I don't know.
Well, so Anya is obviously supposed to be like the viewer's way into like the emotions of what's happening. She's the
Yeah,
like
no,
she's
I get that. And in most ways, she's like a floundering child and doesn't understand like the intricacies of, humanity and all. But I'm just saying, life and death, she should be quite fucking familiar with. And I don't know. In this circumstance, I'm like, this doesn't work.
yeah. Well, I mean, I I think it works. And I mean, obviously to each their own, but like the writers obviously chose to make her the like the the viewer's voice, so to speak. Like these are all listen, like we've all lost someone close to us.
I have
I lost my dad, and these are all questions that we might not voice, in the instance that these things are happening, but they're questions that in some, maybe not these exact questions, but in some form or some way, they are questions that we ask ourselves when we've lost someone that we care about or are close to. And like I said, they're using Anya as that to vocalize that. And I think they thought it would work because she is, like you said, like a fledgling human, so to speak. Even though she was human for probably 20 years or so before she became a demon. So anyway, this kind of calms Willow down a little bit, and she tells Anya that they don't know either. And Willow turns back to her closet, and at that point, Anya finds the blue shirt kind of tucked under the chair cushion that she's sitting in, and she folds it and puts it into an open dresser drawer, unaware that, they're looking for the shirt. And the room's silent, and all of a sudden, Xander puts his fist through a wall and gets his hand stuck, and Willow and Anya help him get his hand out as Tara comes back, and his hand's bleeding, and they bandage him up, and
couple of things here, if I could.
Sure.
He does the worst cleanup job on the hand that I've ever seen. They're like, here, clean it up and wash it, and he does, and they're like Band-Aids under the thing, and then he turns back around and it looks like he's done nothing to it, and he's just like, all right, let's roll. And number two, have you ever punched through a drywall wall?
Yes, actually, I have.
I have too, several times. Have you ever sustained such devastating injuries to your hand from the drywall?
No.
Me either. So I was like, damn, he's either really susceptible to damage or he punched through into
a stud,
another dimension. Like, I don't know. It's like, what the fuck?
The only way I could see him sustaining that kind of injury is if he hit a stud. But he clearly didn't hit a stud because his hand was in the fucking wall.
Yeah.
Which is also another thing. Like, the chances of your hand getting stuck in the drywall when you've punched a hole through it are literally zero.
pretty stupid. Yeah. The whole thing was a little silly, but anyway, I just wanted to remark on that.
So they all leave the dorm room, and we cut to a shot of Xander's car getting a ticket.
And then we cut to a shot of Xander just murdering this fucking ticket jockey. Just fucking, he's just stomping the guts out of this guy, and they're all around cheering him. They're like, "Yeah, kill him!" And so he does. He snaps his neck.
He does. Yeah, just
he's like, "Now what? Give a ticket to that bitch." Everybody's like, "Wow."
So we cut to Sunnydale Memorial Hospital, and everyone is meeting up, and they're all giving hugs, and trying to support Buffy and Dawn and one another, and Dr. Kegels shows up.
Dr.
And
Kegel. By the way, Dr. Kegel, okay. Can I just throw this out there really quick?
Yeah.
Dr. Kegel is apparently the medical examiner as well as a surgeon as well as a general doctor. Because he has performed the autopsy, which that is not a thing. Unless you're, the medical examiner or one of their employees. But he apparently did it himself and then went back to being Dr. Kegel, the surgeon. So just wanted to point that stupidity out too. Let alone the fact that this process would have taken, I don't know, a couple of weeks at least before they ever got any kind of
right. Because
whatsoever.
The only time you get a quick response to an autopsy is when it's a celebrity.
Right, but even then, it's not the same fucking day.
Right.
They're not like, well, okay, we'll rush that right to the front and get that done for you. It's so dumb. But anyway, and so usually the whole family doesn't come and like wait in the waiting room of the hospital while you guys dissect our loved one and find, it's just
right. Where was
Dr. Kegel? Dr. Kegels.
Oh yeah. So Dr. Kegels. I don't know why that's so funny to me. He tells Buffy that the autopsy shows that she died from an aneurysm, or Joyce died from an aneurysm resulting as a result of the brain surgery, and reassures her that Joyce died quickly and probably didn't feel any pain, and that even if Buffy had been right there with Joyce, there wouldn't have been anything she could have done. But once again, we're inside Buffy's head, and she is imagining that Dr. Kriegel is confessing that he's just lying to make her feel better.
Which he is. Because in reality, Joyce suffered the worst death in the history of this show. And she's like, she's like, why is no one here to help me? If only Buffy were here, I would live.
No, I don't think he's lying to her, but at the same time, like,
a lot of times doctors do lie to you.
Well, yeah, but regardless, when you've lost someone like that, it doesn't, knowing that they probably died quickly and not in pain doesn't make a fucking bit of difference.
Yeah, I know. Everybody's always like, at least they didn't suffer. And I'm like, okay, like that makes no difference at all. It's like they're still fucking dead.
Right.
I don't know.
So Dr. Kriegel, is like, there's paperwork that needs to be filled out, and Giles offers to go take care of it for Buffy. And
I'm like, yeah, that's also not a thing. It would have to be done by Buffy, her next of kin. There would be no.
Right.
Oh, you want to fill this out for her? Okay, no problem. We'll let you sign all the release forms for the body. And would you like to have sex with the body too while we're there? I mean, it's just stupid. It's like that would never happen.
And Dawn goes to the bathroom. I was gonna say Dawn teenage angst herself off to the bathroom, but
she does.
She does, but at the same time, like, her mom just died, so a little bit of teenage angst is understandable here.
Well, I'm not saying it's not called for, but it's she angsts away to the bathroom.
Yeah. And so once she's like,
okay, would you like someone to go with you? And I'm like, she's 14, even Dawn's like, I still remember how to pee. I'm like, and she goes, do you remember where it is? And
Yeah.
Dawn's like, yeah. And we see that it's literally about 12 feet away from where they're sitting.
Right.
And there's a big
like,
sign, like, right, you know what I mean? It's like,
yeah. So once Dawn's on her way to the bathroom, they all discuss with Buffy how Dawn's holding up, and Buffy's like, how do you think she's doing? Our mother just died like 5 hours ago. What the fuck?
How do you think she's doing? The person who wasn't even her mother just died.
Buffy confesses that she thinks Dawn's angry at her because she's the one that had to tell Dawn that Joyce had died, and Anya says she wishes Joyce didn't die, and Buffy, thanks her, and at that point, Willow, Xander, and Anya fuck off to go get some food from the vending machines. And
I loved how Willow's like, she's pushing the whole thing like, you need to eat something, yada yada yada, and Buffy's like, not really, and she's like, okay, we'll go get you something to eat, and she's like, well, what about Dawn? And Buffy's like, yeah, maybe Dawn could use something to eat, and Willow's like, okay, we'll go get it. Xander, do you have any money?
yeah
we need to do this. And Xander's like, fuck me, okay.
So then that leaves Buffy and Tara just sitting there in the waiting room, and
awkwardly I felt.
Yeah, the room is silent. So I was going to mention this in our wrap up, but there's no music in this episode.
No, not at no point. It's all just either dialogue or effects for like a door opening or what have you.
Foley sounds.
Yeah. It's all.
But there's no music or anything. So yeah, it's they're left there sitting in silence, and I guess it could be construed as awkward silence because there is no music, but at the same time, it's.
We do faintly hear, very faintly, you hear. Happy Halloween.
Halloween, Halloween, happy Halloween, Silver Shamrock.
It's a little weird. It's a little weird, but
right. And then while they're sitting there in silence, all of a sudden April shows up behind them from last week's episode, and she's like, I told you I'd devour the souls of all your loved ones.
I started with your bitch mother. Now she sucks cocks in hell.
We went Exorcist. I like it.
We did.
I
always loved how the television version of The Exorcist and that scene, when they overdubbed the she sucks cocks in hell, they changed it to she sews socks in hell.
Yeah. And Buffy's like, holy fuck, we need a young priest and an old priest.
Immediately. I do not want my mother to have to spend all eternity sewing socks.
Yeah. Buffy's like, she sucks cocks in hell. How's that any different than when she was alive?
Yeah, don't you know what her profession was? Duh.
So yeah, they're sitting there in silence, and Buffy finally breaks the silence, and she's like, everyone's trying their best to help, and I still just can't believe what's going on. And it's at this point that Tara tells Buffy that she was 17 when her mom died.
She's
and
17. Sorry.
And tries to be helpful with that, towards Buffy, and Buffy asks if Tara's mom's death was sudden, like Joyce's, and
I didn't
Tara
understand
says,
her answer. Well, explain it to me. Go ahead, but
Tara says it wasn't, but it was. And I think what that means is,
like you can't be prepared no matter what.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because I can only speak from my own experience, with my father's passing.
Yeah.
And he came home in hospice. So we knew his time was limited. We knew he was going to die.
Right.
Yet when we woke up the morning that he had passed and he was gone, it was still a shock.
Yeah.
Because you never, you just can't be prepared for it.
Yeah, because my dad was in hospice for, I don't know, 3 months, 4 months, whatever. We knew he was going to die too. And yeah, so that's, I thought that's what she meant, but I was like, wait, because Buffy goes, was it quick? And she goes, no, but yes. And I was like, wait, what? What is she? What? And then I was like, wait, she just means that, yeah, you can't be prepared for it or whatever. But anyway, yeah, I was just confused.
So we see Dawn. She doesn't actually go to the washroom. She actually heads to the morgue.
The washroom? What are you, like a fucking 1940s school teacher?
I say potty here at home all the time.
Sign up for the washroom, children.
I say potty here at home all the time. I'm like, all right, I'm going to run to the potty.
Don't get anything on your knickers while you're in the washroom.
But she beelines for the morgue instead. And of course, she ignores all the, authorized personnel.
All the things that say no Dawns allowed. Yeah.
Right. And so she goes into the morgue, and then she locks the door behind her, which, like,
I was like, what's happening? Like, is she getting ready to do some weird shit?
Right.
Yeah.
So as she's approaching Joyce's covered body laying there on a gurney, how did she know which one was Joyce?
Right.
Also?
What if you pull the sheet back and it's like this fucking burn victim that's like all mangled up and shit?
Right.
Oh,
like
man.
Straight Freddy Krueger.
Yeah, and it's like got this horrible look on its face, like it saw the devil's asshole right before it died or something. I don't know.
Right. Like how the faces get all twisted in what movie is it? The Ring.
The Ring. I don't think I've seen The Ring.
Oh.
The Ring or the Cock Ring? I've seen the Cock Ring.
Somehow that doesn't surprise me.
That was the X-rated version, I think.
Though. That was the X-rated version, right?
Wait, is that the one seriously, like where the girl climbs out of the TV and all creepy? Yeah, I never fucking saw that. I mean, I remember it and everything, like it was pretty big there at that time, but I never saw the movie. Let's talk about
Dawn. Okay. You want to talk about the Japanese version, Ringu, or do you want to talk about the American version, The Ring, with Naomi Watts? Ringu, yeah.
Ringu.
Ringu, or the American version with Naomi Watts? Which one?
In the Japanese version, were they eating a lot of ramen? Wait,
that's racist.
Is ramen Japanese or is it Chinese?
Either way, that's racist.
No, but I love ramen. That's the reason I asked, but
I believe ramen is Japanese.
Okay. Well, it's fire. That's all I'm saying.
You like American ramen. Have you ever gone to like an actual ramen restaurant and
here we go with James, the culinary fucking James.
I'm just asking.
James fucking Ramsey. You like American ramen, nerd.
Listen, no, I'm not saying
real ramen restaurant, nerd.
I'm not saying No, that's not what I'm saying. Well, I'm asking if you've ever had actual ramen. That is what I'm saying,
but what I'm saying is
no, because everyone loves American. I love American ramen. Like, listen, give me a fucking pack of Maruchan noodles, and I will go to fucking town on that shit. It's fucking fire. Yeah. I'm just asking if you've ever had if you've ever been to an actual Japanese ramen restaurant.
No, I have seen them on like cooking shows, where they go to the places, and I'm like, God damn, I would really like to go there. But I live in Indiana. We don't have anything cool here,
Yeah. No, I wasn't judging.
Culture here, James. Okay.
I wasn't judging. Like, I've literally got a drawer full of Maruchan sitting in the kitchen right now. Because
me too. I don't care for the beef.
No, I'm a chicken. I'm a shrimp.
Yep.
Pretty
much any of it except the fucking. I don't like the beef.
And I like a spicy ramen.
I can't do I'm not allowed to eat anything spicy anymore. But back in the day, I couldn't get enough spicy shit. So I would have I ate plenty of spicy ramen back in the day.
Your asshole told you no more?
Yes. Well, I saw Dr. Kegels, and he told me if I had anything else spicy, my asshole would rupture and lead to my immediate demise. Yeah, love me some ramen though. Yep.
Yeah.
Especially my favorite thing to do after I cook it and stir it all up, get it all ready, is to dip my balls in it. like tea. It's kind of
Sure.
Okay.
Sure.
Okay, go ahead.
So yeah, Dawn's creeping over to Joyce's body on the gurney there, all covered up, and she reaches for the sheet but can't quite bring herself to pull it off, and lo and behold, and I honestly hate this. I don't think the episode needed it whatsoever.
Thank you.
Lo and behold, she doesn't notice a vampire rising from one of the gurneys behind her.
Which never happens. They have to be, in this show, apparently, they have to go through that process and be buried to then rise as vampires. That's what it's always been shown before. That's why she always patrols the graveyard. But for some reason, this guy, just
right.
Pow. And he's naked. And this girl is 14. So he grabs her and pulls her in and is holding her. That's molestation.
That's right.
So not only is he a vampire, but he needs to register for the rest of his life.
But he's also a pedophile.
The rest of his unlife.
And honestly, between the two, being a vampire or being a pedophile is worse.
Yes, 100%. And
if someone were to hold a gun to my head and be like, you have to be a vampire and kill people for the rest of eternity to survive, or you can be a pedophile, I would be like, where's the blood? Where's the blood bags? Right. I will choose vampire.
Now, what if it's vampire? Okay, vampire.
Mm-hmm.
Or serial butt rapist.
Whew, wow. Wait, am I the one doing the serial butt raping?
No. You're being serially butt raped.
Oh, you know what? I'm gonna go with vampire.
Okay. All right.
Just because I'm much like pedophilia, I have a strong stance against rape as well.
Oh, okay. But what if it's fun rape?
That's not a thing. That's not. No. That's not. Yeah, no, that's not a thing. Mean
consensual role-playing fun rape.
Then it's not rape. Then it's consensual role-playing.
You ruin everything, James.
Sorry. So Zan on Will show back up with anything can be one word if you say it fast enough.
Yeah. Just like anything can be used as a dildo if you're brave enough.
Sure. Yeah. Okay. But not everything can be used as a butt plug. It's got to have a flared base to make sure you don't get it stuck all the way up there.
Unless you're brave.
So they come back with just armfuls of vending machine food because they panicked about what to get. And
have you ever had one of those vending machine like tuna sandwiches, like what Anya was holding?
Oh God, no!
Oh, I have.
Oh no!
And
no.
it's probably okay. The ones you can get in a gas station make the ones you can get in a vending machine or I should say the ones in the vending machine make the ones in a gas station look like Michelin rated fucking cuisine.
I was literally just getting ready to say the worst I've ever done as far as like that type of sandwich is like the 7-Eleven deli case.
Yeah.
Where they have like the pre-made sandwiches.
Well, whatever you do, wherever you go, always be a good sport. No, don't ever have gas station sushi.
Oh God, no.
Because first of all, it's not sushi. It's the intestinal linings of pit bulls with AIDS.
Do you like sushi? Serious question.
Never had it.
Oh really? Okay.
I'm just saying. I've always heard, do not fucking eat gas station sushi.
No, I've never had gas station sushi. The worst I've done with sushi wise.
Never had it.
What's that?
I think I would like sushi, but I've never had it.
No, sushi wise, the worst I've ever done is like supermarket sushi.
Yeah, Kroger does. Do you guys have Krogers?
Not near me. There are Krogers here, but there's not any near me.
Okay, but yeah, our Kroger about I don't know, a couple of years ago started doing like a guy comes in, they have like this, I assume he's Japanese. I mean, he looks very Japanese to me, and he's like you'll see him come in and he has this whole like cold case, and man, he's whipping that shit up and putting it on these things and wrapping it and putting it on these ice beds and stuff. It looks like it's done legit. So
yeah. That's how like Jewel Osco up here has a situation like that. Woodman's Sam's Club does in-house sushi
like
now.
A legit sushi
Yeah.
preparer. Like they don't just let any old Kroger fucking deli employee over there whipping sushi. It's this guy, and he seems to know what the fuck he's doing, because I've been watching him and I'm like, damn.
Right. So at this point, Buffy realizes that Dawn has fucked off somewhere, and
of course
somehow knows that it's the morgue. I don't know, because she doesn't even bother to check the washroom first. She's immediately goes to the morgue, and she sees through the window in the morgue door that Dawn is being attacked by a vampire, and
a naked vampire.
She kicks the door down, and fisticuffs with the vampire ensue, and that results in the sheet being pulled off of Joyce, and there's naked Joyce right there.
And you got instantly fucking full mass.
Not at all. Not like Giles did to me in last week's episode.
where even King Arthur couldn't pull you out.
Right. And naked Joyce gave me a reverse hard on.
Gave you an any. Naked Joyce gave me. I was fully inside myself.
Yes, I had a vagina.
I had the world's largest vagina.
Buffy ends up beheading the vampire with a bone saw, which, as much as I hate this whole thing, is pretty cool.
Yeah. I'm like, whoa, wait a minute. Why doesn't Buffy just carry? Buffy should just carry a sword or a machete, or like, it would make the job so much easier to just behead these fuckers than trying to get them right in the right spot in the chest with a little wooden stake, you know?
Right.
Just saying. Or a flamethrower.
Yeah. and a can of hairspray and a lighter.
AR-15.
Um,
Kyle Rittenhouse could be her patrolling friend.
So after she beheads the vampire, she looks up and sees Dawn staring at Joyce's body, and Dawn asks if she's cold, and Buffy says that's not Mom anymore, and
Dawn's like, well, who is it? Like, it's now Aunt Darlene.
Right.
Remember Aunt Darlene
And,
that she went to the
that Joyce fucked off to Thanksgiving with?
Wouldn't it be crazy if they introduced, like, say, the next episode, they introduced Aunt Darlene, and it was Christine Sutherland? like they were fucking twins and shit. But this lady is like the antithesis of fucking of Joyce.
Joyce.
Yeah, she's like a hard drinking, smoking, like fucking, just a real bitch, you know.
Yes.
There's like fucking titty tattoo, you know, that you always see at the bottom of her shirt, you know.
And we fade to black as we end on Dawn slowly reaching her fingertips towards Joyce's cheek, and that's the end of the episode.
And next week we will be introducing Darlene.
Next week we will be introducing Aunt Darlene.
What do you think Joyce's maiden name is? Let's make one up.
I don't know. I bet I could find it or something where it's.
It'd be better if we just make it up. Let's say she was Joyce McGillicuddy.
What if her maiden name was Lahore and she just did one of those like hyphenated type things, and that's why we've always called her Joyce Lahore Summers.
So then next week we'll be meeting Darlene Lahore.
Darlene Lahore, yes.
And she will be taking over the role as mother figure.
Right.
So
she
makes Dawn stop at the fucking gas station every day after school and get her a pack of cigarettes.
She's like, hey, sweetheart, can you, on your way home from school, can you stop by the Citco and get me a pack of Marlboro Reds and a six pack of.
Nope. She wants Cool 100s.
Yeah, it's even better. Give me a pack of Cool 100s and a six pack of Pabst.
A 6-pack of Natty Light.
Natty Light. So apparently, Christine Sutherland knew back in season 3 that they were going to kill off Joyce in season 5 because she asked the reason she was in season 4 so little was because she actually asked Joss if she could be let go. She wanted to leave the show.
Yeah.
And Joss was like, well, I can give you a reduced episode count for season 4, but I'm going to need you back for a significant amount of episodes in season 5 because we're going to kill you off.
And then we're going to murder you on camera. Yeah, she was traveling a lot in Europe.
Right.
Yeah.
So as previously mentioned, this episode only features diegetic sound. And when asked about that, Joss explained that, music is comforting to the audience, and he really wanted this episode to be as touching and simultaneously horrifying. So
that's why the whole time on set he was nude.
Yes, that's the horrifying
this to be the most horrifying thing that anyone had ever had to deal with.
Right.
God, could you imagine that guy naked? It's got to be the worst visual representation of hell on earth that's ever existed.
Yeah. Jeremy, would you like to play everyone's favorite game, Body Count?
Well, are we counting Joyce, being she died last episode?
No, because we counted her last episode, so we're not counting her this episode.
Okay, well then in that case, I do believe it's just one.
Yes, congratulations.
The Vampire.
The Vampire.
With a bone saw to the nuts.
With a bone saw to the scrotum.
Scrotum.
And there's no music this week because, as we just stated, there was no sound.
Little Dicky. What do we
Little
call him?
Dicky Wanker. Little Dicky Wanker didn't.
He got a paycheck for nothing this week.
He did. He got a paycheck for nothing. I think that's it. That's all I've got for behind the scenes. Apparently, Sarah Michelle Gellar was strongly opposed to killing off Joyce for some reason. But,
even though Christine Sutherland was like, "Shut up, bitch! I want to leave."
Right.
Like, how can you be strongly opposed to it when the actress clearly wants to leave?
Right. Yeah.
I would like to just state, I am unhappy with this. I want her to stay against her will. Okay, just saying. Yeah. I have a little tidbit which I read in the trivia section.
Sure.
Apparently, in all of the filming, Christine Sutherland only blinked once, and they CGI'd it out.
I did. I saw that as well. But also,
Joss Whedon punched her in the face. And she was like, I cannot wait to get out of here.
This episode also featured Willow and Tara's first on-screen kiss.
Oh, it did. Yeah, they were like,
and it officially ended the WB's policy about same-sex partners being shown being intimate with one another.
Only a few short years later, they would show full-blown anal between two men.
Right. So, welcome to the new millennium, WB.
Yep.
Yeah. So, Jeremy.
Yes, sir.
On our sliding scale of 1 to 5, please tell me how many cold, stiff Christine Sutherlands you give this episode.
You're not gonna like it. You're not gonna like it. It's like a 2. I mean, I'm the wrong one to ask for an episode like this, because as we all know, I am dead inside, and I don't deal with emotions very well, and I just like to just not. See, I don't know what to fucking rate it, man, because it's very important to the overall, not for the season, but just the overall arc of the show. But so there are annoying things about it. I don't know, man. I'll give it a 3. I'll bump it up to a 3. Taking into account the importance of the thing, of her, because spoiler alert, she's fucking dead. She ain't coming back. There ain't going to be none of this soap opera like, oh, she's back. We used, whatever. No, she's gone. She's dead. It's over. So it absolutely affects, the overall situation of the show. Yeah, these types of episodes in any show, in any movie, in any I don't respond well to them. I don't like emotions at all. Unless it's comedy based. And I don't know, man. I'm just being honest, I'm not trying to be funny or I just don't deal well with stuff like that, as has been stated many times on this show. So I don't really know. You can't really take my rating for anything. If I'm being perfectly honest, I should have just abstained from rating this episode. But
right, because everyone listening and watching right now is like, "What's wrong with him? What does he mean?"
Yeah, I mean, I feel. I almost, when it comes to emotions and in things of this nature, I almost feel autistic And I'm not fucking trying to be funny. Like, I feel like there's something, I'm just different. Like, I'm wired. I don't know. I don't know what it is. Childhood trauma, who the fuck knows? But, yeah, yeah, it's a 3, ish for me, I guess. um, it did strike me as kind of sad with I always thought, oh, who cares about Mama Southers? But it's kind of shitty because she's been there from day one, and and it's kind of like, oh, this sucks. But what are you gonna do? I don't know. This isn't my fucking cup of tea, so I'm gonna fucking just call it there and hand it off to you, James. On a scale of 1 to 5, how many decapitating bone saws do you give this episode?
As expected, I'm sure this isn't going to surprise you. I give this 5 decapitating bone saws.
Okay.
Listen, I get where you're coming from, like, with your lower rating. Like, this kind of stuff doesn't.
Yeah, but I could be totally wrong. I don't know.
Well, no. What I'm saying is, sometimes these kind of episodes just don't resonate or don't jive with people, for whatever reason, so it's not that you're wrong. It's just it doesn't resonate with you. It doesn't.
I think I am
So,
emotionally stunted, James. I think that's what it is.
But for me, it's a 5. It's I loved it when it originally aired. Having gone back and rewatched it several times, through rewatches since losing, my dad, it strikes a different chord than that initial viewing. I think there's so many really strong scenes in here that some people will definitely identify and resonate with. The Anya scene in particular. I think, and I'm not the only one out there. I've seen the Buffy fandom talk about this a lot over the years, that the most human scene in this episode came from the ex-demon. So yeah, and it, like you said, it changes the landscape of the show going forward, not just this season, but through the end of the series. And like we talked last week, this is the beginning of the back half of this season just being really heavy. Like,
yep.
And I would say this is it at its heaviest, but it doesn't really let up at all through the final credit roll at the end of the season, really.
Which was supposed to be the end of the series, actually.
Right. So it's yeah, there is not a lighthearted episode the rest of the season.
No.
Every episode, I mean, obviously it's Buffy, so you've got your lighthearted moments and your comedy moments, but for the most part, every episode going forward is very heavy and very what's the word I'm looking for?
Prison shanky?
Prison shanky, yes, thank you. No, very every episode going forward will directly be a story related.
Right, related to the culmination of the season.
Right, exactly. But yeah, like it is hard to talk about this episode because it's hard to put into words how important it is, especially with us having two different views on it. Like,
that's the thing is I don't know that I have a view. I don't have a
right. Yeah.
I'm emotionally
you don't have a negative feeling towards
No.
it. You just don't have you don't place as much importance on it as a lot of the rest of us do.
Not even that I don't place importance on it. It is important. Joyce dies.
Right.
It's I don't know how to explain it to people, and I never have been able to, and I maybe I never will be able to, but things like this just I shut down. I shut off. Right. And then I'm numb to it, and I don't know,
right.
like, did I like that or did I know? As a kid with, Old Yeller or E.T. or those, everything that everybody cried at was like super, I was just like, what's happening? I don't understand, like I just shut off, so I don't know, man. It's important.
And like, listen, maybe that just boils down to the fact that, like, at the end of the day, this is all like make-believe fictional characters. There's no real emotional resonance to it. You know what I'm saying?
Maybe I'm a robot.
maybe you're a robot.
Maybe I'm Jeremy Bot.
Maybe you are Jeremy Bot. But no, I'm serious. Maybe it just boils down to the fact that, in all those things you mentioned and this, like, they're fictional characters. There's no emotional.
But the same thing happens. The same thing has been true for like real life for me. So I don't know. I'm clearly not right.
Okay,
there's obviously something broken inside me. I don't know. I think I need to be put down, frankly.
Like Old Yeller?
Yes. I think that's the answer.
Is that the answer? That the answer?
That's how we fix the situation.
That's how we fix it. All right. But no, it's a 5. And listen, we talked about this last week, and we've talked about it time and time again. This cast, man, we frequently.
Yeah, that's the times where I can almost get me is like when Allison, SMG do their emoting and stuff. I'm like, damn, dude, wow.
Yeah, like we've talked numerous times about those two in particular, but man, the whole cast this episode, they really got their time to shine with that kind of acting, that kind of emoting. And honestly, it continues over into the next couple of episodes.
I felt like we needed some more Giles in this episode, as the surrogate father figure. I would have liked to have seen some more of him and like maybe less of the Xander punching a wall. Anyway, okay.
Yeah. But I mean, think ahead to next week's episode, Forever, and we do get a little bit more Giles dealing with with it,
and he does roundhouse kick that one guy in the face.
He does roundhouse kick that one guy in the face. And then there's that one guy that he grabs by the groin and just rips his sack right off.
Yep, and then fucking uses it as a brass knuckle and beats the guy to death with his own satchel.
Right. But yeah, I mean, for this is a 5 for me. There's the only thing about it that I don't like is the inclusion of the vampire thing.
Yeah, I did feel that was very just on that, just didn't need it.
It was just unnecessary. It almost, I wouldn't be surprised if it was like a network mandate or something.
Yeah.
Like, well, you have to have.
So Joss, and it's a good episode, but honestly, there needs to be a vampire in it.
Yeah. Buffy needs.
Oh, fuck you, whatever.
Right. It does feel like that. Like someone at the network was like, well, Buffy really should have something to kill in this episode.
Yeah.
Like, come on.
And then Joss could be like, listen, Okay, she killed her fucking mother with her arrogance and her.
So yeah, it's a 5 for me. Like I said, for all the reasons I stated, and yeah, man, I can't get over like just this cast as a whole, man. They really, you know, I think even you can, like, well, you did even say like, you know, for even with you kind of quote unquote shutting down,
Yeah.
in regards to the episode, you know,
Well, yeah, like last week when it got me here in the throat there when she's like, "Mommy,"
right,
and,
right.
her
They,
and Allison especially
oh yeah,
can get me.
yeah.
They're
So
really good at that shit, like really good.
yeah, so, but yeah, that's a 5 from me. Hey,
All right.
Jeremy,
Yeah,
are you familiar with BuffyRevisited.com?
yeah. I had to block it. It kept sending porn through. No.
That's because I went in and redirected it to nipples.
Yeah, that's our website where you can get links to all of our shit, including our Facebook page, our email, which is buffyrevisited@gmail.com, our YouTube page where you can watch this very video right now as it's happening live right now, right here, right now, Inception, right now.
Are you fucking kidding me?
No,
What the fuck?
I know. You're going to have to go
So
see a therapist now to figure this out.
so right now,
Mm-hmm.
I'm listening to this episode.
Now is now and then.
I pull up the old YouTubes on the Google box
Mm-hmm.
in my pocket,
On your
and I
interwebs.
go to the Buffy Revisited web YouTube page,
Mm-hmm.
and I am going to see what I'm hearing right now.
Yes, but I would recommend downloading some more RAM first.
Okay.
All right. But
You can
yeah,
never have too much RAM.
right. But yeah, that's what our website will do for you, and you can leave us comments on our Facebook page, or you can leave us comments on the YouTube video page, and tell us how fucked up am I? Like, if there's any mental health professionals out there, how fucked up am I, and what broke me? Let us know. Let us know. And
Listen, I think you're probably not the only one that is just kind of like meh about this episode, honestly.
it's not even mad. Like, that's what I'm saying. I can't fucking I have never known how to explain this to someone in my whole life, so I've always just kind of kept it. I've always just kind of just ignored it and kept it to myself because there's no way to explain it. It's not a meh thing. It's just a cannot compute, shutting down, and I don't know.
I mean, I said meh, but I didn't mean. I'm sure you're not the only one that like watches something like this and is just kind of like, this doesn't make sense to me, or I'm not feeling what the intended feeling of this is, or
It's like I'm Anya. It's like I'm Anya, except not with the confusion, just with the just with the like she's confused, like she doesn't understand, death and all this stuff. It's not that. It's more just like I don't understand feelings. I do not have any emotionship. I don't know. Whatever. Who cares? Anyway, so thanks for joining us this week. I'm glad this episode is over because I was not looking forward to this. Next week, folks, we begin our final 6 episodes of the season. with season 5, episode 17, Forever.
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 Forever. I'll be so happy loving you. Oh, sorry.
Yeah, we're all still here. So James is having a fever dream. We're gonna be it's gonna happen fast, folks. These episodes are gonna go fairly quickly, and spoiler alert, everyone dies at the end. So
we're gonna give it to you. We're gonna give it to you fast and hard.
Not very deep, but fast and hard.
Well, speak for yourself. Anyway.
Oh. But yeah. So that's all there is. Season 5, episode 17, Forever, next week. James, any closing thoughts? No? Okay. With that being said, I'm one of your hosts. I'm Jeremy.
I'm your other host, James.
Ta-ta.